Happy Saturday. Chris here, checking in live from the car with some thoughts. My hair is doing its own thing. I probably need to redo it. But anyway, these were some thoughts that I had, and I figured I'd share them. I hope you're doing good. Out here running some errands, fixing to go back home to give these to my mom and my younger brother. But here's what I was thinking about this week. I was thinking about the experience of about a week ago. My brother and I were sitting outside. I was giving him some playtime outside, letting him play because people were coming inside the house to help plan my father's funeral about a week ago. And also just the experience later of going to the grocery store, getting items, and seeing people were getting ready for barbecues, whether that was Memorial Day or just because it's summertime, and how the start of summer is in May. The idea that people graduate from high school and people graduate from college, or some level of transition of into summer, and possible vacations or possible relaxation. The kids are getting out of school. It's varied depending upon the family that you're in and what all you do for you. And that's not judgment, that's just saying. But I was just thinking about how that can be true for some, yet in the case of my life at that particular time, I'm experiencing the mourning season because my dad passed. And it doesn't mean that those people that are out celebrating, or like when my cousin was trying to talk with my mom yesterday about possibly later in the summer going to Tybee Island, and she's really not in a space to really want to go any place right now. It doesn't necessarily mean later, but definitely not right now. And it's like, hey, here's what I was thinking about how, like, when we think about summers or life or just different seasons in our life, how they really can represent a wide variety for different people. And it isn't that the people that are getting to have fun and enjoyment and relaxation do not necessarily care about others who might be going through tragedy and crisis, or some level of loss, or some level of emotional concern and health scares, or whatever the case may be. It's just, that's just the season that they're in, and they're varied. And sometimes it can almost feel like a seesaw. There can be seasons where everything is great and wonderful and going good for you, yet the truth is there could be people next to you that you know or don't know that could be going through things that are unimaginable or that are really hard. And it doesn't mean that one is better or one is better or worse. It's just that's the season that they're in, and how we all experience that in various times of our life. And I was just seeing that because I was looking at posts about how people can be struggling and people don't care. And I'm like, sometimes I think that's true. I think it is true that some people don't care, but some people too can be wrapped up, in their own situation, in their own experience. Because when we think about that in the concept of who is my neighbor, and what does that mean, and what does that look like, and how when we think about the concept of neighbors, and there are all these different people, and how everybody has different needs and different things going on, it is quite possible that people, let's really talk about difference. It doesn't necessarily mean that because my season or whatever I'm experiencing is different than yours, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm being insensitive to your experience. It's just, it's different. And perhaps I have to create supportive tools, or create and build whatever is needed to help me get through the season, whereas you might be creating things that look completely different. And it's not right or wrong, it's just life. And I wish sometimes there was something empowering and great to go, woo! But sometimes life isn't like that. You just lifing, and you're trying to get through it moment to moment, millisecond to millisecond, girding yourself, remembering to breathe, remembering to drink your water, remembering that you can't solve everything. That's really not your job. You try to be support, try to be love and light, and take care of yourself. I've just been thinking about that a lot, how that's really important. No matter what is going on, you do have to take care of you and do what's best for you. And keep doing that, moment to moment, millisecond to millisecond. That's all I got. Just sharing some thoughts. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, my bad. But I was just thinking about that, about life goes on, and there's so many different experiences happening at the same time. And some people just might be experiencing various things, but there's often this logic, this idea that seems to get passed around about people don't care, or people are insensitive. And I'm thinking sometimes it's not either of those things. They're wrapped up in their own life. Just like at some points in your life, you, me, us are wrapped up in ours. Just passing tips. I hope y'all have a good day. Be safe out there.